What if I told you that Toothless wasn't just the last Night Fury? He went from being the most feared dragon in the world to becoming the king of all dragons. He lost his freedom, lost his ability to fly, almost lost his best friend, and in the end, he had to leave the person he loved most. This is the complete story of Toothless. Chapter 1. The dragon nobody had ever seen long before. Toothless met Hiccup. Night Furies were already legends. Most Vikings had never even seen one. They only knew the destruction they left behind. Silent attacks, lightning-fast speed, and plasma blasts powerful enough to destroy buildings. That's why Night Furies became known as the unholy offspring of lightning and death itself. Even the famous dragon manual had almost no information about them. Nobody knew where they lived. Nobody knew how many existed. And nobody knew how dangerous they truly were. But one thing was certain, they were disappearing. Chapter 2. The night that changed everything. During one of Berk's dragon raids, a young Viking named Hiccup did something nobody expected. He shot down a Night Fury. At least, that's what he thought. Nobody believed him, but when Hiccup searched the forest the next day, he found it. A living Night Fury trapped among the trees, and that's when everything changed, because Hiccup couldn't bring himself to kill it. Instead, he cut the ropes and set it free. But there was a problem. The dragon couldn't fly. One side of its tail had been destroyed by Hiccup's shot, and without that tail fin, the Night Fury was grounded forever. This dragon would later become known as Toothless. Chapter 3. Earning the trust of a monster. At first, Toothless didn't trust Hiccup, and honestly, he had every reason not to. Hiccup was the one who shot him down, but day after day, Hiccup kept coming back. He brought food, he studied Toothless, and slowly, the fear between them disappeared. Then came the moment that changed their relationship forever. Hiccup built a mechanical tail fin, a tail that allowed Toothless to fly again. For the first time since the crash, Toothless returned to the sky, and from that moment, they became inseparable. Not rider and dragon, best friends. Chapter 4. Saving Berk. As Hiccup spent more time with dragons, he discovered something shocking. The dragons attacking Berk weren't evil. They were being forced to steal food. Because deep inside Dragon Island, a giant monster known as the Red Death controlled them through fear. When the truth finally came out, Toothless and Hiccup led the battle against the Red Death. The fight nearly killed them both. Toothless unleashed one of the most powerful plasma blasts ever seen, and together they defeated the giant dragon. But victory came at a cost. Hiccup lost part of his leg, and from that day forward, both of them would rely on prosthetics. One missing a tail fin, the other missing a leg. Together, they were complete. Chapter 5. Becoming a hero over the next few years. Toothless became Berk's protector. No longer feared, no longer hunted, he became a symbol of peace between Vikings and dragons. But new threats were coming. Dragon hunters, dragon trappers, and powerful dragons nobody had ever seen before. Then came a reunion that changed everything. Hiccup discovered that his mother, Valka, was still alive, and she knew more about dragons than anyone else. Even more surprising, she immediately understood Toothless. She knew things about him that even Hiccup didn't know, and that would soon become very important. Chapter 6. The hidden power of a Night Fury. When the warlord Drago arrived, everything changed. Drago controlled a massive alpha dragon known as a Bewilder Beast. Its power allowed it to dominate other dragons, even Toothless. For the first time, Hiccup watched his best friend lose control of his own mind under the Bewilder Beast's influence. Toothless was forced to attack Hiccup, and during the chaos, Stoic the Vast was killed, one of the saddest moments in the entire franchise. Toothless was devastated. Hiccup was heartbroken, but then something incredible happened. Instead of submitting, Toothless broke free. His body transformed. Blue energy surged across his scales, and he entered what fans call Alpha mode. For the first time, Toothless challenged the Bewilder Beast directly and won. The Night Fury had become the new Alpha, the king of dragons. Chapter 7. The Last Night Fury. Even after becoming Alpha, Toothless remained alone. Every dragon had a family, a species, a place they belonged, but not Toothless. As far as anyone knew, he was the last Night Fury alive. Then one day, everything changed. A mysterious white dragon appeared, the Light Fury, for the first time in his life. Toothless met another dragon like himself, someone who understood him, someone who made him realize there was more to life than war and survival. And naturally, he fell in love. Chapter 8. Grimmel and the End of an Era. But happiness didn't last long. A hunter named Grimmel the Grizzly arrived, a man who claimed he had hunted every Night Fury to extinction. If he was telling the truth, Toothless wasn't just rare, he was the last survivor of an entire species. Grimmel wanted Toothless dead, and he used the Light Fury as bait. The battle that followed pushed Toothless further than ever before. But eventually, the dragons discovered something even more important: the hidden world, a secret kingdom where dragons could live safely away from humans, a place they would never need to fear hunters again. Chapter 9, The Hardest Goodbye. And that's when Hiccup faced the hardest decision of his life. He realized something painful. As long as dragons lived among humans, there would always be people trying to hunt them. So he made a choice. He let them go, one by one. The dragons left Berk, including Toothless. The friendship that had changed both their lives came to an end, or at least that's what it seemed. As Toothless disappeared into the hidden world, both friends said goodbye, and millions of fans cried. Chapter 10, The Dragon King. Years later, Hiccup returned, this time with his own family, and there he found Toothless again, older, wiser, and no longer alone. Toothless had started a family with the Light Fury. Their children represented the future of the Night Fury bloodline. The species wasn't gone after all, and despite years apart, the bond between Hiccup and Toothless never disappeared. One look was enough. No words, no explanations, just two friends remembering everything they had been through together. Because legends aren't remembered for their power, they're remembered for the lives they change. And that's why Toothless isn't just the greatest dragon in How to Train Your Dragon history. He's one of the greatest animated characters ever created. But here's the real question. Do you think Toothless was truly the last Night Fury, or are there still others hidden somewhere in the world? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this complete story, check out my next HTTYD video on screen right now.